55 is the happiest it has been in a really long time. So that in itself is a win. We've had all kinds of random stuff all throughout the year. So just to see it like purring, happy, going down the road, coming into day 5 strong is like, I'm ecstatic about that. Icing on top of that cake is we're currently second in our class. We're in the lanes early. So we should have time to get another pass if we needed one or just want to make one. So if I can get 55 down to the pass, you know, get out on one more pass, we're going to have a good cap off to our week. So we had a little struggle on Monday, not knowing if it was what we were going to end up turning in, because the first couple passes we spun. But hopefully we have a good track today and we have a good pass. We've been finishing with a 6-second average, but not a 6 every day. So if we can run a 6, this will be the first time we've done 6s every day. So fingers crossed. Period, that I've ever ran a 6-second pass every single day of the week. We've come close multiple times, but every day, every week, there's always one that's like a 7.0 something. So we're really excited. We've got, I think, like a 6.82, 3, 4, 5 average somewhere in there. I think we're pretty good in our class. The Nova, he went out. I'm sure he'll go back up. I don't know what he ran, but I think right now, as of right now, we're locked in solid second. So we're gonna make one more pass, not to be greedy. I'm happy with my number. It was 682 or 683 at 100 or 213. But since we have time, I would have to pay to go test and tune anyways, and I have theories that I'd like to try. So we're gonna go up while we have a track and we have time, and it's a nice day. It's actually cloudy, so we're gonna go up for one more pass and see what 55 likes and what it doesn't like.
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm glad we're here. You know, we drove the last 150 miles today. I didn't have any more in me last night. I had to stop. Once the lights went down, you know, I couldn't drive anymore. I was worn out and tired and sweating so bad that I needed a shower. So we went over, had some wings, and came back in. I sat down, turned on the TV, didn't even get undressed, fell asleep, didn't wake up till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then went and brushed my teeth and got ready for bed for another 2 hours. So yeah, I mean, it was a good night's sleep. Still tired. It just takes it out of you in this car. It gets so hot. Once the sun came up, it was a bitch driving in here. So we're gonna probably start doing some more night driving and maybe morning driving, because actually the mornings are even way cooler than at night. So yeah, we feel good. We're gonna go out there and try to we'll probably see how the track is and probably set it up for one of our better runs and see how it does, you know. So even if it doesn't go down, I should be able to pedal it to a 690 if nothing else is damaged. You just never know.
from Spearfish, South Dakota. The car is a 1963 Nova that I bought for $500 off of Facebook Marketplace. Started building it in 2018. I had ambitions of going to Hot Rod Drag Week in 2019, but the engine wasn't ready. I couldn't even get it to run really well that year. And then COVID happened, so it was a blessing for me to get my stuff together and then hit it hard in 21. So I went to Rocky Mountain race week that year, got second, and that prepared me really well for Hot Rod Drag Week that year, and that was the first year I won A gas. The car is got a 540 big block Chevy 871. A lot of people notice that I am quicker this year. I give a lot of credit to the TBS blower. It's got the high helix loads. It's made a really big change. My old blower was just the normal lobe style, so way more efficient, getting a lot more boost. It's a turbo 400. One kind of unique thing is the quick change rear end from Winners. That's my cheap way of getting overdrive on the highway. So I switch gears between tracks if the track's really long distance or if it's a lot of highway driving. That's about it.
You're the face behind the car that's beating Mike Finnegan right now.
Yeah,
How's the competition been?
It's good. He's pushing me. So like, you know, I honestly could say I probably wouldn't be going as fast if he wasn't here. So it's good. It's good for the class. Hopefully we'll get more gassers coming in. I've always said that this class is going to become an 8.5 index, and it's going to be there probably here in the next year or two. I'm just impressed that this blower combination and the engine are getting me there that close. So yeah, it's exciting for next year to hopefully make it even more tight and competitive.
Have you heard about this call out for 6 Smokies that they want gases?
Yes. Yeah. I filled out your guys' interest form, so I think that would be a good thing next year. Maybe we can talk about setting up brackets every day or something like that. Or I just don't know a lot of the details, but it'd be cool to get some bracket racing going between the gassers in between tracks.
Well, it's cool that gases are being celebrated within the scene, don't you think?
Yeah. And I'm glad it's not dying off. 2 years ago, I think I was the only one in A gas, so I'm glad that this year there's a lot more in both A and B. And then, like you said, that your group is doing a good job of promoting them, especially with Jim Forbes' car and the giveaway with that. So I think all that publicity is getting a lot of interest back in them.
Jacob picking up his Holden Ute that he just won by grabbing some merch off the merch site. So I'm telling you, go to the merch site, buy some merch, because right now you can win this gasser. 62 Nova gasser, a blown big block and the blower sticking out of the hood. There's nothing better than that. I have 3,000 miles on this car. This is ultra reliable, and you can have it. Go to SickToMag.com, grab some merch, and this could be yours, just like Jacob won this Ute. Did you win the Ute, Jacob?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
I
he did.
appreciate it.
So, and he's driving it home. We really give this stuff away. You can take this home and $5,000 in cash, and same as Jacob, you can fly in, drive this thing home. Unless you're a wussy and you're afraid to drive it, then you can trailer it home. This is a street car though, not a race car, not a track car. It's got a roll cage so it goes down the track, but you drive it to the track and then race it. Don't be a wussy. SickToMag.com.
Why are you here with no car right now?
Driver probably made a mistake. Shouldn't have made that last pass yesterday. That's where you boil down what happened. That was it. We were trying to win.
We had an 870 and we knew we needed an 850 to move ahead of this Nova. So he put the RPM, the rev limiter up 300 and a little more launch RPM, and it broke in the burnout box.
Yeah, I should not have gone.
He made the pass anyway, and then I drove a few miles on the street and we murdered half the drivetrain, the valve train. That we found a lot of it in the oil.
It looked like a glitter bomb went off in my dry sump tank. It was not good. But we'll be back.
We didn't even make the street drive. We called it 200 miles away.
We were 200 miles away with glitter, so it wasn't gonna go.
Sorry to hear that, fellas.
If I had main bearings and rod bearings, which I feel like I shouldn't have to bring,
Yeah, please don't break them.
we could have gone, but I did not have this.
Our average technically was an 886. Better than the record for 8 gas, but we couldn't finish it up. Trying to chase on his Nova, he was averaging 872.
That boy's about to set the record. I like it.
879. He's averaging 879.
If they don't outlaw my front end, we'll come back. If they outlaw my front end, hey, it is what it is. I ain't changing the car. I like my car.
think about checking anything else. But I went up there and the transmission was working fine, except it didn't have no reverse or trans brake, so I couldn't make a run. So I could have probably lined it up and went, but the chances of it running even a 7 would have been marginal. So, I mean, without being able to build boost, it just isn't going to go anywhere. Let me know when you're ready, Brian. I will.
I think you probably only need a mid-7 to win.
I think so too. I think I need 4/10 better than I did, you know, and I'd be right there. Because I think she's got me by 900ths now, so that means well, maybe be a 740. I think, because I'd have to have 5/10 better than my last run, or 720. I don't even know.
The other side's got it too or not.
How was it making that noise when you drove it back?
I didn't hear it, but Brian said he might have heard it, but I don't know.
Taking over at the door. This over to 10:15. Performance production. Little station snap of 10:61.
The lanes are open until 6. If we don't have any racers, we don't have any racers, but the lanes will be open until 6. That's our scheduled time.
So it's about just after 4 now. He's got roughly close to 2 hours to make a hit.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, after Bristol a couple of years ago when we closed early and we had a couple of guys that were still trying to get to the lanes that showed up 15 minutes prior to the lanes closing, and they didn't have an opportunity to run. It wasn't fair to them because they expected us to be open when we were scheduled to be open. That's the bottom line. So that's what it is.
They all feel good. Bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it. They're all fine. We were just double checking, making sure something wasn't unhappy. Because we haven't worked hard enough yet, so I figure we'd do something else.
Gear drive is annoying me a little bit or something.
Congratulations, you worked for that. Good job.
How much more I had left in me?
I can imagine.
Thank you.
I was starting to doubt it.
I never doubted it. Ever.
I did.
Never did I
I
doubt
was like,
it. I know
what
you.
else can happen? You know, it's like,
Well,
today was easy. You know, we just came in and sat back and relaxed a little bit, and then changed the transmission, drive shaft. Before that, get up to the starting line and realize, well, yeah, it's got no reverser or trans brake, which means you can't build no booster or go fast. So instead of getting it hot, we backed it out, drove it back down here, and changed the transmission too. So yeah, you know, a regular, typical drag week, easy day, you know.
Well, even after you changed the tranny, then the engine seemed to be making a tick.
Yeah, you know what's weird is it actually sounded like something was rattling. They thought for sure something in the right bank was loose valve train or something. So we pulled it all apart and looked, and everything had lash. Restarted it, it didn't make any noises anymore.
After so many years with this car, everything you've been through, you've had this car since you're very young.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Well, drag week is I love the sick races, but drag week, and even Tom, I'm sure, would say the same. It's the one that started it all. And it's kind of the granddaddy, even though you guys put on a hell of a, event. I mean, drag week is the one that started it. There would be no sick week or no idea of it if, they hadn't started this. And I mean, you never know what could have happened, but yeah, this is the idea that started it all. And this is the one I've always wanted. I mean, I built this car before they had unlimited cars just to beat Larson. And here we are today, all these pro mods and everything else. And, I still had the same car and everything fell into place and I ended up winning it, Ned Dunphy was going to win it, and there's no doubt that car was badass, and he ended up having problems. So, everything fell into my place this time. Usually, there's always one Pro Mod car that survives enough just to barely beat me and put me in second or third place. So yeah, this time it worked out as the three, the class that should be the top class, the Ultimate Iron class, the real cars. They all started out as real cars that are 1, 2, 3 this year. So Pro Mods didn't finish.
Have you ever worked this hard?
I've worked hard before, but I've never worked this hard. This was definitely next level shit,
Congratulations, Bryant Goldstone.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Ricky and Luke. You guys are great, man. It's nice seeing you all week.
We've had a hell of a week.
Yeah.
We've made some good content together.
I'm glad it's over. Yeah.
Me too. Can I have a hug?
Exactly, man. Thanks. Love you guys.
Love you too.
This is Rick from Gear Vendors. We're actually getting ready to go to the award ceremony right now for Drag Week, and this is the guitar that the three fastest get. Since 2008, the three fastest have got a guitar from me, so that means it doesn't matter what class, the three fastest cars on the property get the guitar. We do a GB Man trophy for the winner, but the three fastest cars get this. This year we wanted to honor Harry and Andrew. So we got in memory of Harry Haig and Andrew Lurch, Baumgartner here, and then Harry's graphic, which Gear Vendors was part of back in 2017, 2018, when Harry was over here and we did a t-shirt. For us, Harry was the representative of Australia. Harry would bring all of his friends and contingent of Australians, and we do have them here at Drag Week quite often, and of course, larger than life personality for anybody who knew him. You were not bored if you were hanging in that crowd at a watering hole. And we're going to have pizza and beer in honor of Harry here in just a minute, and Andrew. But we thought this year it was important to include Harry on the guitar because we really wish he was here, without getting choked up.
With an absolutely just working on it, cylinder head torch, transmission out of the thing on the last name, big old thrash, 667, Bryant Goldstone.